One of the best things you can do for your mind, your body, and soul is journal. And I know that I've had a hard time doing that my entire life. That's why I created the Peaceful Journal for myself, actually. And then I shared it with a few people, and they said, absolutely, this is incredible. You got to share it with everybody. So that's what I'm doing right now. The Peaceful Journal is specifically a companion to the Peaceful Manual. And each day it's broken down in specific sections. So that way you don't have to remember, hey, what do I want to write down? Hey, do I need to do this? You can just follow the prompts. It makes things so simple. So if you're having a hard time journaling, I suggest getting yourself a friendly journal. Now, you don't have to get the Peaceful Journal. You can get any piece of paper and continuously write down your negative thoughts so you can let them go, your future goals and action plans, and your wins. One of the best things you can possibly do for yourself is capture the wins, capture the magic moments, capture the goodness of your life. Because what you focus on expands. So if you want an incredible life, let go of the past, let go of the fear, the pain, the negativity, anything that is not serving you right now, let it go. Forget the future. You don't know what's going to happen in a day, in a year, in 10 years. Yeah, we can make great plans, but if you want to make God laugh, have a plan. So instead of having great plans, have systems that you can fall on when things are not perfect. Have structures and processes that you establish continuously over and over by practicing these things. No one's perfect. That's why everything in the Peaceful Journal and the Peaceful Manual are called practices. Because that's what this life is about. It's about practicing the challenging things, practicing the things that you're uncomfortable, or just doing it enough to where your brain builds new neural pathways, new highways. So that way the old roads of negativity, the old roads of fear, they don't necessarily get erased, but they get so unused that you forget to drive on them. That is why journaling is so beautiful, because if you know how to journal correctly, you can truly elevate your life. And journaling every single day, even if it's for 5 or 15 minutes, is going to transform your life. Especially if you use it correctly, if you use it to your benefit. If you're only journaling about the negative things and you're not remembering the good moments, you're not remembering the wins of the day, you're not remembering why you are really here, then that journal is only going to be filled with things that you're going to want to burn. You're going to want to burn that journal. But if that journal is filled with the challenges, with the tests, with the difficulties that you have been able to overcome, then you can go back and look at it and say, yeah, that was a tough time. Yeah, that was a tough day. Yeah, that was a big test. But in that moment, in that test, I was always able to find my magic moment. I was always able to find the goodness of life. That is why journaling is so powerful. Because if you can realize that there's always two sides to the same coin, if you're on one side and it's really great, chances are there's another side just as powerful, but on the completely different side. And if you're on the negative side, then chances are there's also another side that is just as powerful, just as beautiful. Me blowing my fingers off was one of the most painful things I have ever experienced. But in that moment, I was able to capture that from that moment on, I will be a completely different, unique human being that will be able to connect deep with humans like you, that will be able to really give on a completely different level than other people could ever be able to imagine unless they've been through something that I have. And if they have, then I can connect even deeper and even deeper. Yeah, you might be able to understand it. You might be able to come close to it. But unless you've walked in somebody's shoes, you don't know what their life is like. And we can't walk in anybody else's shoes. So writing down the parts that show your humanity, that allow you to really dive deep into yourself, to dive deep into your mind, to dive deep into your body, and to figure out why you're here, what your life's purpose is. And the way to do that is to align your mind, body, and soul. And the easiest way to do that is to write things down. Humans have been practicing this for eons. Literally since cave paintings, we have been writing things down. It may have been with pictures, but those pictures said a million words. That's what I want for you. I want you to have an amazing life. I want you to get everything you deserve. And I know you can do it. Just start putting these practices in your life. Start taking small action steps every single day, and your life will transform. This is Nikita, and thank you for being here. Stay peaceful. Let's go.